enough. Where are you going to fit Ashley Young in then?
Ashley Young, we're not quite there yet. I don't think.
I'd love him.
Uh,
I'd love him and Cliche added. Lovely.
Cliche is one that we should go for, but
What's your thoughts on what you're going to do with Petrov then?
I think he'll be gone, mate. I think,
Yeah.
I think he'll be gone. He's a bit of a nuisance as well from reports that come out of the club.
He's a bit miserable, isn't he? And he was. You could just tell his body language at the. We went to some do or something. What was it? Play here or something. He just had a face like a smacked ass, you know.
What's new? What's new?
Yeah.
Yeah, well, I don't understand the Petrov thing because I know a lot of fans see him as a kind of saviour and they hold him in, top stead. But to be fair, the guy has only played well for us for half a bloody season.
I know. Yeah, but he can do it. He just a shame. I think the injury. Without the injury, Martin would have found it difficult to get a starting berth. With the injury, if that took anything off him, you're right. There's no chance of him getting a starting berth.
I think I'm more worried. The one that I'm more worried about is Bodjanov. I prefer him to Petrov any day. It's obviously a different position, different kind of player, but he's more of a prospect. But Petrov's getting on. Bodjanov's not. Bodjanov's young, talented.
He's a young. He's a loan merchant, if ever there was one. I don't think we should be selling him.
No,
he's definitely one that should be put somewhere to loan, rather than waste him, in the reserves.
Yeah, right. So who else are we in for? We've talked a lot about Samuel Eto'o. So let's talk about the information we have on him from my sources, your sources, and Joe Blogg's sources somewhere else. Samuel Eto'o, we're chasing after him basically as a marquee signing because he will bring big attention to the club, big sales to the club, a lot of marketing options to the club, and obviously he's a very skillful player.
At the end of it all, he's also a very good player, yeah.
Yeah. We've heard that. We know that City were in talks with him for a deal. We know they're in talks with Barca all the time. Obviously, because it was obvious news. It had been reported that City people had been out to Barcelona for talks, but his wage demands were stupid, about 220,000 a week after tax, which is
Well, you should think. Yeah, if based on the 50% tax, it means we're paying him over 400,000 a week. That isn't going to happen. The one thing the Arabs aren't is stupid, and neither is Barry Cook. We don't want to be seen to be idiots. 12 million for Barry is a very good, sensible bid, as is, I suppose, to some degree, 50 million or whatever for Rocky Cruz. When you start talking about 30 to 40 million, and then more than that in wages, we're going to look idiots.
Yeah.
And we can't do that. Even I'd rather stick with Bodjanov, or let's lower our standards a bit from there too, rather than look absolute prats.
Yeah,
especially if we don't get them like we did with Kaka.
I agree. Obviously the media haven't caught full wind of it, and also have you noticed that the media has caught wind of Eto'o City being after him, but it's not. It's not when we went after Kaka. It was, oh my God, what the hell is happening? The world's gone crazy.
It's funny you should say that because I thought something today, and that is, in January, it was, have you seen this? City are after Kaka. Manchester City, sure it's the right club, blah, blah, blah. And now it's Manchester City are adding to their squad. It's not ha anymore. People are beginning to respect that we're in it, and we're in it big. You know what I mean? We're there now, and there's just that little bit of respect coming in. What used to be ridicule, and of course, the respect comes fear because they're absolutely frightened to death of us. The media, other fans. I've got an Everton fan that works for me. And he's absolutely shitting it. Pick off he's bet me today that we'll finish below Everton. In fact, we'll finish mid-table. Another one, a United fan, who he's another armchair fan, but he reckons that we'll finish outside the top six. Now, of course, these idiots are betting me £20 a time. But if they went to the bookies, they'd get odds on it. I'm just doing even money. They're idiots. But basically, this is all coming out of fear. And it's because of the players that we're in for.
Yeah, do you know what? I mean, I went into work today. I work with a rag. And I've walked in today and he's he's just turned around and he said, City getting less got a Neto out there. I mean, January it was Kaka, he'd be having a laugh.
If we went for Kaka now, we'd get him. If we'd have waited till summer, we'd have got him. Convinced of that.
I'm not really convinced of that, to be honest, because we did actually go back in for him. But I think the deal had already been struck with Madrid. In fact, I do think that the deal had been struck with Madrid in January.
Do you?
Yeah.
I don't know. It was awfully close to coming to us.
It was, but why do you think they pulled out of it so quickly? I know there's a lot of talk about the media. It was the media, the bad press, but at the end of the day, a bit of bad press is going to stop them selling a player for £100 million.
Well, 2011 will tell us whether they did the right thing, because that's when we'll play Real Madrid in the Champions League final.
I don't think they'll get there. They've got no balance to the team. Anyway. Right, so that's Roque Santa Cruz and Neto. I mean, Tevez, great deal to talk about Tevez. I mean, let's talk about Kia, his agent, coming out in his interview they did. Tevez likes to fight for a league position. Tevez likes to play for a grassroots club. Tevez wants to play with the team for great
projects and all that, and it's just coming in. I mean, the only thing is, I don't know. I just got to see him in the shirt. I've got to see him on next to Hughes on that podium and on the conference. The press conference, because it's as though, I mean, every team thinks that. I mean, don't forget they'll be talking like this at Hull about Michael Owen.
Yeah.
Well, it's just till it's nailed on. You don't want to let yourself dream, do you? But when he does come, my word, what a statement that is.
That would be yep, look what we can do.
Someone said to me tonight, obviously a rag, they said, the thing is he scored 5 goals in 50 games or something. So I said, yeah, but the thing is with they're dead shallow, aren't they? Right. The thing is with Tevez, he's a nuisance. He's that good. He's that good. He's that busy. He's got that much work ethic. He'll take a couple of players' concentration off him. And if you do and you've got an Eto'o in the box, he'll score the goal that Eto'o's made.
Yeah.
Do you know what I mean? He's like a wasp. So while they're trying to swat him and get rid of him, Eto'o's got the ball in the net. There's more way of skinning a cat, isn't there? It don't mean it don't have to be that Tevez scores. Just let's create the space.
I mean, I've been saying this. I don't think Tevez is a goal scorer. I think Tevez is more of an assist kind of guy.
He's a talented dick-off.
You might see Rubinho get 25, 30 goals in a season. Yeah. But you can guarantee half of those, 3/4 of those are going to come from Tevez.
Absolutely. And Stevie.
Yeah, and Stevie, yeah. I mean, fucking hell, next season with this lineup we're looking at goals. I mean, look at the amount of goals we scored this season. If this is the lineup we're going for, I mean, managers must be tossing and turning. You can just see Steve Bruce now shitting his little kegs.
And that's when he looks in the mirror.
When he sees the old elephant man face. Oh, the next Man United manager, God, I hope it's him. That would be a piss take, wouldn't it?
Well, I'm convinced that this is Fergie's last season. I just can't believe he'll be able to get his act together to do it again next year, because I definitely, it doesn't matter if it's Ribery, or I tell you, I would like you there after Aguero.
Yeah.
I'd buy him before Eto'o every single day of the week. But it doesn't matter if they get Aguero or Eto'o or anyone. There's something missing at that club. No two players of that grade leave at the same time if all was right.
Yep, definitely. I mean,
it just wouldn't happen. He wouldn't allow it, Fergie. I'll tell you that now.
I mean,
and he won't be told by the Glazers you're not having or you're doing, will he?
No, well, yeah, Fergie will have full control of that. What I'd have to say about it is Fergie. I mean, I just love for us to break into the top 4 this season and Man United to fall away. and for him to have a nice little heart attack.